In today's episode, we are going to be reviewing one of the best margin trading platforms. We are going to be reviewing PrimeBit.com because a lot of you have been asking about margin trading and a lot of you have been frustrated due to the fact that Bitmex is going to be introducing KYC. For some reason, a lot of cryptocurrency traders do not love being associated with KYC. So PrimeBit is just one of those cryptocurrencies that really offers one of those best services. For example, they have 200x leverage. Can you imagine? Bitmex only offers about 100x. PrimeBit has got about 200x. So if you guys are very good at trading, you can really end up making quite a lot of significant amount of money. So according to this information right over here, right, Bitmex is going to make KYC mandatory, and a lot of people with significant amount of money are planning to migrate somewhere else, and this is obviously going to be implemented until February 20th. So until then, everybody's just going to undergo KYC. So I'm sure there's a lot of people who are looking for alternative margin trading platforms, and PrimeBit.com is actually one of those. And before we jump into it, right, before we review everything, we review the interface and the user experience and the functionality, I just want to explain the type of contracts that they have. So first of all, let's just go back to the official website, PrimeBit.com. So enter the new dimension of trading. PrimeBit is the fair way to trade cryptocurrency, exchange contracts with other members of the community. Okay, so that's what they have. So what makes PrimeBit unique? Peer-to-peer network, there's Tether, there's web trader, and full transparency, easy perpetual contracts. PrimeBit is about making contract trading simple and accessible to everybody. Our fixed point value contracts are easy to understand and allow steady returns. So PrimeBit also has affiliate program. So if you guys happen to have like a very good network of serious traders, then you can really make bank using PrimeBit, because you can actually get like over 15%, even up to about 40% in terms of affiliate payout. So that's extremely good. So anyhow, let's look at the contract specs, because they have about 2 contract types on PrimeBit. So these are the contract types that they have. So they have high leverage, which is about 200x. I already talked about that. Then they also have like a fixed value, and they have no expiry date with regards to their perpetual contracts. So basically they have about 2 types of contracts. You can either use the BTC account and the USD Tether account, because sometimes people are accustomed to trading using the BTC pair, and sometimes people want to have like a more stable pair, and then they prefer using the USD Tether. So it just depends on what type of contract you want to open. In the interface, I'm going to show you how you can switch between the BTC account and the USD account. So if you take a look at this, right, these are the specifications as far as the different accounts are concerned. For example, the contract type is obviously perpetual. They've got 3 types of pairs. There's the BTC, USD, ETH USD, and the LTC USD. So just to clarify, at the moment, PrimeBit only has about 3 cryptocurrencies that you can trade. You can trade BTC, Ethereum, LTC using the different types of pairs, either the BTC using the BTC account or the USD account. So I just wanted to clarify that. And these are the maximum leverage levels that you guys can actually get to sort of implement on all the pairs: BTC, Ethereum, and LTC. 200, 200, 200, and these are the spot index exchanges where they are obtaining this information, because you already know, if you get your aggregated data from just one exchange, right, you are obviously bound to get chaos. So it's very important for them to have like a very good balanced spot index sort of resources, and they use Binance, Bitfinex, Huobi, Kraken, and Poloniex as well. So I just wanted to clarify that. So if you guys want to find out more information, and the payouts are linear, and this is the information that you really need to find out. And by the way, you can either you can get maker fees, and there's taker fees as well. So these are the respective values in terms of the percentage that you're obviously going to endure, especially if you're going to be either a maker or a taker. So anyhow, enough talking about that. Now let's jump into the main interface, because I'm sure that's what you really want to see, especially as a trader. What is the trading experience? According to my experience, right? Obviously right now for demonstration purposes, I'm using the demo account because there's a live account, there's the Bitcoin and the Tether, just like we talked about, right? So if you guys really want to, first of all, deposit money, all you can do is so first of all, let me switch to the live account, right? If I switch to the live account, right, there is obviously that screaming green button right over here. It just says deposit. So if you want to deposit either USD Tether or Bitcoin, you can just simply click on deposit, and it's obviously going to reveal the wallet address, and I believe this should be the multi-sig wallet, right? So I just have to clarify with the team with regards to the type of wallets that these guys have. So yeah, if you take a look at these, right, obviously that's the information. You can even scan it as a QR code, so you just simply copy. So if you want to deposit into your USD Tether account, right, just simply click on deposit, and then you are going to be good to go. So they have the USD Tether, the ERC account, and then they also have the Tether Omni, the OG one. So it just depends. So if you want to choose that method, there's your address, and then you just simply deposit, and then the minimum deposit is about 0.00001 USD Tether, and then you'll be good to go. Once you get your money, if you look at this area, right, this is the area where you're going to find like much more information. There's the accounts dashboard, the affiliate program documentation in terms of the API. If you guys have got like robots that you have implemented, you can obviously get to like utilize the APIs, and everything is going to be done smoothly on autopilot. Then they also have the terms and conditions, the MT5 app. You can also download the app as well. Then there's also tutorials, and then you can change the language. Everything is pretty simple and basic as well. So now let's go to the account dashboard. Right over here, we talked about everything, right? There's obviously the live and the demo. So to all the people out there who want to sort of practice how to margin trade, or rather trade using leverage, right, you can simply use the demo account. The demo account has got, you can put as much money as you want in terms of allocating to your trades, and you can just simply practice. So there's obviously no pain in you opening an account with PrimeBit.io. So anyhow, now let's talk about these different things that they have in their dashboard. So first of all, what we can see is a very good, smooth layout, and as you can see, you can either get rid of things, like for example, you can try to get rid of the market depth or the order book, whatever specifications. You can try to do that if you just want to focus and pay attention to the chart, right? You can obviously get to do that. Or if you don't want, you can just decide to bring everything right out of your site and just remain with this. So I don't know why you would want to do that. So if you want to bring back everything, just simply do that, and you can bring it to the way it was previously. So if I do that, it gets rid of it. Boom, it brings it out, and then yeah, everything is back to normal. So right over here, right, you obviously have the trading view chart, which is very detailed, by the way. If you take a look at the indicators, I mean, you can simply type and search for any indicator that you want. They have like very good indicators that any trader would use. And then this is just the basic overview, just like the regular trading view interface. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know. So this is basically going to help you do your work very, very well. So one thing that you have to understand is in order for you to like place a trade, right, you have to specify what type of account you are going to be using. Remember, we said that they have two types of accounts. There's a BTC account and the USD tether. So if you want to clarify, you just simply go there and then choose the one that you want. So in this particular case, right, we are going to be using the USD tether. Oh, by the way, since this is only for demonstration purposes, right, I have obviously another account where there's money, and I'm not going to show you that because there's money there. So for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to be using the demo account so that I don't get to mess up my trades. Okay, so yeah, I'm using the demo USD tether. So in order for you to sort of start trading, right, first of all, you have to come here and then you have to choose what type of cryptocurrency you want to trade. Do you want to trade BTC? Do you want to trade Ethereum? Do you want to trade LTC? So in this particular instance, I'm just going to go for BTC. So as you can see, right, in order for you to make an order, right, either you want to long or short or buy or sell, you just have to come to this particular side of the interface, this section. This is where you can actually place your trades. They've got like very good types of orders. You can use the market, the limit, and the stop limit. So basically, if you've used any other margin trading platform or rather any derivatives trading platform such as Bitmex, Bybit, it is literally the same. You're not really going to have like any problem migrating and just transitioning because everything is pretty straightforward. And as you can see here, right, this is where you have the leverage tool, and as you can see, they have about 200x, which is pretty nasty. Okay, so if you want to edit the leverage, you can just simply come over here and then you can specify what type of leverage you want to use. If you're going to be using 200x, if you guys are reckless, you can just do that. If you want to use like a more conservative leverage, you can use a 2x. Nobody really is going to restrict you. So as you can see, these are the maximum position sizes with respect to the leverage size that you guys are going to end up having. Like for example, with regards to 2x, with regards to BTC USD tether, right, the maximum position is about 10,000 and like that, so on and so forth. So basically, let's save that. And lowering leverage may cause prompt auto close of none or more of your already open positions. Are you sure you want to change leverage? Okay, so you just have to be careful. Like if you're already trading or you have already placed let's say a leverage which is different from the one that you want to choose, you have to be extremely careful, because if you are already in a position, then that is going to be affected as well. So you have to make sure that before you put any trade, you already calculate and you already predetermine what type of leverage you're going to be using. And then once you sort of decide, then you stick to it, because if you just keep on changing, like you want to use 20x, the following hour you want to use 2x, there's going to be a problem. So that's something that you have to predetermine and just think about in advance. So what I usually do is I set up everything, and then I know what type of leverage to trade with, and then I just stick with it. So save, since we are not in any particular trade. So as you can see, we are going to be using 2x leverage, and the risk tier is about 8. Ooh, and by the way, the goodness about PrimeBit is it sort of gives you the risk that you're about to encounter. Let's say something happens. So the more that you change the leverage, the risk tier is also going to change as well, and the margin mode here is going to be crossed. So the equity that we have in our account, remember I am using a demo version. The USD, my equity is about 10,000 right over here, as it is indicated right over here. My demo account with regards to BTC has got about it had 1 BTC, but I'm in a fake trade. Yeah, so that's that. So anyhow, if we want to place a trade, right, so right now I think this is just a fake trade. Okay, so perhaps BTC is going to end up pumping. Okay, if you you think BTC is going to end up pumping, what you can do is you can choose the type of limit order that you want. If you are going to be using the market, right, obviously you're going to encounter some fees. This is very important as well. So if you want to reduce some transaction fees or some order fees, you have to make sure that you use some limit orders, because you are going to be adding to the market, so therefore you are going to be compensated. Remember, we did look at the specifications right over here, right? Maker and the taker fees. So these are the types of things that you're going to be receiving and paying depending on what type of trade you are going to be doing, whether you're going to be taking from the market or making the market. So anyhow, so let's say I want the current price is about 11,565, right? So in order for me to place a market buy, I just have to like pick a price which is lower. So we are using 2x, right? Let's say I want to use 500. So here the order value is about 500 USDT, and the required margin is 250. So I need to have about 250 in my account, and that's just what it is. So what I'm going to do right over here is I'm going to put it at 11,565. No, let's put it at 63, and then buy. So here it's telling me that I've got no money, so that really means I did make a mistake right over here. So what I can do is I need to put it in terms of BTC. So for example, 0.01. Okay, if I do that, then it is obviously going to accept. So as you can see here, this is the value in terms of USD and in terms of BTC. So what I was doing here basically is the interface, or rather the platform, was thinking that I wanted to buy 500 BTC worth. Remember, BTC is subdivided into satoshis, so you just have to be careful like that. So let's put 0.04, and that is the order value, the required margin. So basically for this one, I need to have about 0.02 BTC in my margin balance, which is equivalent to about 462. So if I do that, that really even makes a lot of sense, because we're using 2 times leverage. So 2 times 2 multiplied by 0.02, that's going to give me 0.04. So what I can do is just simply put buy, and the order has been placed basically. So that's just basically how you can buy or even sell. So all I can do right now is I can just simply wait for the order to get filled, and it's obviously going to get filled at 11,563 if the price drops down to that particular level. So once the price gets filled, right, you can obviously now put in your stop limit. Okay, because it's very important for you to sort of safeguard and protect yourself. So as you can see right over here, these are the different areas that we have right over here. It just basically shows us what's happening with our orders, and it gives us some basic information. So right now we are actually waiting for our order to get filled, and once it gets filled, right, it's obviously going to specify, and we're just basically going to see much more information here. So as you can see, the open orders are right over here. So pending orders, order history, fills, and everything. So once my order gets filled, the information is basically going to be right around this area. So did I get filled? I did not get filled. So basically that's just how it is. Everything is pretty easy. It's very good to go, and it's like self-explanatory really. I mean, if you've used Bitmex, Bybit, like, this is even way better because it has got some perks and advantages, and you can also use like a whole lot of leverage if you know what you are doing. So right now, if we take a look at the funding is written right over here, because obviously you are bound to pay some extra amount of money because you are actually borrowing money from the platform. So the funding is obviously going to be about 0.01% in about 6 hours. Okay, I'm not really going to go into funding and how it's calculated, because that's just going to be another story for another day, and I'm sure you guys don't really want. Oh, okay, so basically the price is about 11,561. I'm sure my order got filled. Did I get filled? Yes, I did. I did get filled right over here. So that was the execution price, and it just basically gives you all that information that you need. I do not have any open orders right now because I did get filled. And remember, I am using 2x leverage. So basically that's how you do it, and that's how you get filled, and that's how you get to utilize this particular platform. If you want to sell, the opposite is true. I mean, just do vice versa of what we did, and make sure you use the limit in order for you to avoid the fees. If you are like really in a rush, you can use the market. So basically, with PrimeBit, you're not really going to encounter the load error, which is very infamous on Bitmex. For you guys who've been trading on Bitmex, right, you understand that once there is a rush in the market and there's like a lot of volatility, you can't really access Bitmex if you weren't in a position prior, or if you didn't set your parameters prior to that particular volatility. So with PrimeBit, you are not going to have any load error type of situation. So it doesn't really matter whether the market is being extremely volatile, you're still going to be able to place and execute your trades, and you're just going to be able to be safe. So that's one thing that I also like about PrimeBit. So I think that's it. Is there anything really to talk about? I don't know. I think I did talk about most of the most important things, and you just have to make sure that you understand the leverage right over here. You can simply edit it and just put the type of leverage and the type of position that you really want to get. In order for you to choose whether you want to use the BTC account or the USD Tether account, you just simply go there. If you want to set all the different types of security features, for example, using the Google Authenticator, using your phone number, your email, just putting all that security right, you can obviously come to this area and go to the settings, and then you're going to be able to like put all that information, change password, two-factor authentication, email, event logs, API keys, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think that's it, unless you guys have got any other questions. Well, in case you've got any other questions, drop everything in the comment section below, and I will definitely be able to help you. Moreover, the platform has got a help feature. They are connected to Zendesk. So for example, if you've got any particular problem, you can just simply email customer support, and these guys are definitely going to come to your rescue, and they are going to be very helpful. So far so good. I've had like a very good experience with them, and everything is legit. And yeah, so check out primebit.com. use the affiliate link in the description box below, because I have some good offers for you in terms of you getting to have like lesser fees, and you're also going to have like some added bonuses by utilizing my affiliate link. So please use the link in the description box below. I'm also going to ping it on my comment, so just check the pinned comment. So if you want to try out PrimeBit, please do so, and let them know that Beyond 10x sent you. Otherwise, this is a very good platform. If you know how to use leverage, you can really end up earning quite a lot of money, but you have to understand that leverage is extremely risky, and only big dogs, only people who understand the type of risk that they are about to encounter should be able to utilize leverage, or rather margin trading, because you might end up getting liquidated, and that is just simply the fact. So it's been your boy Muna, aka Beyond 10x. Thank you PrimeBit for sponsoring this episode and just supporting the Beyond 10x family. We thank you, and yeah, your platform is extremely easy to use and very convenient, and yeah, thanks a lot. So take care, God bless you, and talk to you a little bit later. Bye.